How are you all doing? So Strength Chat episode 5, and today I'm going to be chatting about will training to failure provide greater increases in your strength and muscle mass. This is quite a contentious issue. Some of the bros out there will say that the last few reps of your set are the ones that really count, so you need to get those last 1 or 2 reps in to get all the gains. There's other people with a little bit more science behind them that say as the set progresses, your motor unit recruitment increases. So the more that you do, the more you work through the set, the better it is. But what's actually better? Most research has looked at testing both of these. So testing training to failure versus training to just shy of failure, both for strength and muscle. When it comes to strength, it makes sense that to get stronger, you've got to lift heavier loads and do fewer reps. However, if you're always training to failure, that's going to have a massive effect on your neuromuscular system. So think of driving a car. If you rag your car around all day, every day, and push it to the absolute limit, that car ain't going to last you very long. If you know its limits though, and you know when to push it and when not to push it, then it'll last a little bit longer, and you'll get greater benefit, greater use out of the car. Okay, that's the exact same for strength training. If you're absolutely working to maximum all the time, your next session might not be as good. You're putting yourself at higher risk of injury. You know, lifting all those. Think of a deadlift. The heavier loads that you're lifting, you're putting a massive amount of stress on your back. Okay, which is going to increase your likelihood of injury. So, coming from a powerlifter's point of view, you can use an RPE scale, so a rate of perceived exertion, which can gauge when you're getting close to failure and reducing those negative effects of going to absolute maximum all the time. Okay, so an example is if you are an RPE, if you're working or you did an RPE 10 and you couldn't do any more reps after that, that's probably training to failure. Okay, and you probably know that you've gone a little bit too high, so that your next session is probably not going to be as good as what you want it to be. However, if you have trained up to an RPE 9 where you are 1 or 2 reps shy of failure, then you can walk away from the platform thinking, I had a little bit more in the tank, but I'm not going to absolutely bust the gut and try and cause a lot more injury. Okay, that's the exact same principle when it comes to training for muscle mass. However, for muscle mass, you really need to be using lighter loads and higher reps. Okay, and again, just holding back off those 1 or 2 reps near the end. So you can do both. All right, it's just that one method, so training to just shy of failure, is a lot more smarter training than just absolutely flogging yourself in the gym all the time. Your body, okay, naturally has a fight or flight response. All right, so it has energy stored to, you know, if a lion jumped in your room right now, you'd either have the energy to run away or you'd have the energy to fight it. All right, if you're training and are always going to maximum all the time, you're just absolutely depleting your energy stores, your neuromuscular system. You're just absolutely wiping yourself out. So yes, you can push yourself a little bit more, but I'd probably recommend using an RPE scale and working around the RPE 9, okay? And then every so often, if you wanted to push and see where your weight is, or the weight that you're lifting, knock it up to an RPE 10, okay? So yes, you can get stronger, you can increase muscle mass, you can increase strength, training to failure or close to failure. You've just got to be a little bit smarter about how you're doing it, okay? It's not just a case of doing a 1 rep max every single day, because it'll just absolutely batter you, all right? So if you've got any questions on that, leave a comment below the video, message me on my Facebook page or anything like that. Like, share, comment on the post if you enjoyed it, and thanks very much, and I will be back next week, okay? Cheers.